It's literally no news that Fashion Week is back in all its glory, and our next point of focus is Milan. And with that being said, Milan Fashion Week featuring iconic and legendary fashion houses like Gucci, Prada, Alberta Ferrati, Fendi, Etro, Sport Max, Diesel, to mention but a few, was live in Milan. And yes, we loved the various runway presentation as to the various brands, but we still were eager to see who was going to bring the style and the fashion to the shows. Now, while some of our faves really just showed up and showed out in their fineries, others just felt a little too basic Betty. So here are the top 10 worst dressed celebrities at Milan Fashion Week 2025. Take a look. First up on our worst dressed list, we have the legendary, the iconic Kerry Washington. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Prada fashion show, she had on this grey tank top, a light grey mesh midi skirt, and a brown textured cardigan by Prada. And she absolutely failed me with this look, and it just felt kind of disappointing. I mean, who even approved for her to show up to Fashion Week like this? Because it's clear that they did not mean her well. Now, the first thing that really just irks me about this look has to be how cheap this just looked on her. I mean, the tank top looked very low quality. I could literally see her bra underneath the top, and for a designer look, it just came off looking very inexpensive. I also didn't love the skirt. It just looked like something I would get at the Dollar Tree, and even the way it was knotted at the front, it was just giving me very high school sports team, and that was a no-no for me. I also didn't love the styling of the look, just with the pumps. I don't think it went with the vibe of the overall look. It just felt a little too high-end, while the rest of the look was giving me very cheap street style, and it just looked a bit off to me. Overall, let's just say she looked a bit unprepared, especially for Fashion Week, and so this look, it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the stunning, the beautiful Gwyneth Paltrow. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Gucci fashion show, she had on this brown logo printed blouse and a matching midi skirt, of course, by Gucci. And this look, it just was not my cup of tea, especially for Fashion Week. Now, I guess that she was invited by the brand to really just attend the runway shows, and so she really had to be dressed by Gucci. But just the way she was decked down from head to toe in that signature Gucci pattern and logo, it was a little hard to watch. She just looks like a walking billboard, and it just started to look a bit too tacky for me. I just think that they should have done better with the styling of the look. At least the skirt should have been something entirely different to really just break up the logo, since that didn't look great on her. I mean, the shirt, the belt, the skirt, the boot, you can all agree with me that it just was a lot to look at, and it just didn't really look the best to me. Overall, this look just had that level of oddity that I really just did not care for, and so this look, it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the stunning tennis superstar Serena Williams. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Gucci fashion show, she had on this black sheer and feathered long gown by Gucci, and glamorous, this look was absolutely not. Now, I just did not love the visuals of this dress, because the first thing I literally thought about when I saw this look was how much it looks like a clown costume, but this time in black. And I just did not love how the ostrich feathers were used on the neckline, on the sleeves, and then at the ends of the dress. It just felt a bit too much for me, and it just took this look to a very costumey place for me. I just feel like they should have done the ostrich feathers on the sleeves, just made a beautiful neckline, and just left the rest to be very plain and simple. That in itself would have just felt more effortless and refined, and that is exactly what this look just lacked for me. Now, I cannot deny that I love her hair for the function, and the makeup is eaten down, but when it came to this dress, mama, this was garbage. So yeah, this look by Serena, I'm sorry, it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the super cutesy Sadie Sink. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Prada fashion show, she had on this black velvet blouse and a pair of blue denim jeans by Prada. And go girl, give us absolutely nothing with this look. I mean, this is Fashion Week, the place to go all out with the looks and really just take fashion risk. But unfortunately, she did not get the memo, and that's why she showed up like this, like the first day of like sophomore year. I mean, a black blouse and some denim jeans doesn't really scream fashion week ready to me. And although this might have looked fabulous to like run errands, for fashion week, it just lacked any form of like impact for me. Now, even the fit of the pants were a little off for me. And I'm like, if you're going to do basic, at least do basic right. Overall, this look just felt a little too muted, especially for fashion week. And so it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the beautiful, the gorgeous Hilary Duff. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Fendi fashion show, she had on this red bubble blouse and a mint green midi skirt by Fendi. And I get what she was ultimately going for with this look, but the big question is, did she execute it well for me? I really don't think so. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good color blocking moment, and I mean, this is fashion week, the place to literally experiment and go crazy with the looks and the colors, but it definitely gets to a point when it can start to look a bit crazy, and that is exactly what is happening with this look on Hilary for sure. I mean, first of all, I don't think I was loving this red paired with this shade of green. However, they've taken it a step further and just introduced that pink color, and it just looked really odd to me. It just looks like they were throwing every and anything to ultimately see what sticks, and it just created this urban monstrosity. I mean, the colors just didn't seem complementary, and it was a big no-no for me. Now, apart from that, the style of this look, it just felt very basic. It just wasn't giving me anything, and for fashion week, it just seemed a bit meh for me. Overall, this look was just one colorful mess to me, and so it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, she is the shit and she is the fart. We have the stunning wrap dress Ice Spice, and for Milan Fashion Week at the Macy Margiela fashion show, she had on this sheer grey tone bodycon dress by Macy Margiela, and I think I spoke too soon about her becoming a fashion girly because it just looks like she is going back to her old ways. Now, don't get me wrong, she can wear whatever she wants to wear, but a bodycon dress and that only for fashion week is truly just diabolical to me. I mean, where do we even go from here? It's basic, it's bland, it's boring, and it just looks like she got this at 99% off from a fast fashion brand. I mean, this was giving me very Shein, very Alibaba, and I just wouldn't have guessed that this was a Macy Margiela dress. Yes, that's how bad it looked. Also, the fit of this dress was also something that really bothered me. If you're going to do an ugly bodycon dress, then you better do it right, because an ill-fitting bodycon dress, now, that's another level of like craziness to me that I really just can't get behind. Now, let's just say this look just did not appeal to me, especially in the context of Milan Fashion Week, and so it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the internet sensation Charli D'Amelio, and for Milan Fashion Week at the Prada fashion show, she had on this white sweatshirt and a pale pink mini skirt by Prada. And someone please tell me where we're at right now, because surely this does not look like an airport to me. I mean, if she told me she was actually going to an airport in this look, I just would have said nothing back to her, because it definitely looked like she was taking that neck rest a little too seriously. And yes, I'm talking about that furry puffy detailing that we see on the neckline of the top. It just was giving me very, I'm gonna fall asleep on this plane for a long time, and I really don't want any neck pain in return. Yes, and it was just a matter of like time and place for me, and it just did not make any sense in the context of what this event is all about. Now, aside from that, I'm really just yawning just looking at this outfit, because it just felt so bland, so boring, especially for fashion week. I mean, give me something that would really excite me, and not a regular schmegular look like this. I don't know, this was really just one floppy look for Milan Fashion Week, and so it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the super cutesy Shailene Woodley, and for Milan Fashion Week at the Fendi fashion show, she had on this dark brown satin and lace midi dress by Fendi, and this looking on itself just felt a little too flat for me, and it just didn't go anywhere for me. I mean, I just didn't love the look. It just looked really odd in the way it was constructed. The mixing and the matching of like fabric textures, it just did not look appealing, and it just looked very poorly constructed. I mean, this look in itself was giving me that very ugly bridesmaid dress. And was I living? Was I loving? Absolutely not. Now, the only thing I actually loved about this look has to be this bag, because it just looked so expensive as opposed to this dress that looked really inexpensive. And so the overall package that this look presented, it really was a no-no for me. Overall, Shailene just didn't deliver a look that was Fashion Week worthy. This look just felt, like I said before, a little too flat, and so it has to be a chop for me. Up next in our list, we have the beautiful Dello Russo. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Alberto Ferrati fashion show, she had on this white sheer lace long gown by Alberto Ferrati, and this just looked a hot boo-boo mess to me, I'm sorry. I mean, these see-through type dresses and the panties, they really have come again, and honestly, I am just so tired of seeing them, especially for like Fashion Week, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's been overdone, it's been overflogged, and the worst part is that it doesn't even look good. I mean, it's just always going to give me very dirty tablecloth realness, and even the undergarment that we see just peeking through the dress, that in itself was not even pretty to look at. I mean, this is just a perfect example of a dress that was not tastefully done, because it just lacked so much in terms of like construction. So yeah, I just really have nothing else to say. This look, it has to be a straight chop for me. Finally, on our worst dress list, we have the gorgeous Felicity Jones. And for Milan Fashion Week at the Prada fashion show, she had on this dark blue taffeta two-piece look by Prada, and I just didn't love this look on her, and for good reason. Now, the first thing really throwing me off about this look has to be like the creases and the rumples that we see on the look. I mean, come on now. We could have had this steamed and ready to go for Fashion Week, but I guess not. I mean, that first of all just really distracted me from this look, and I really just couldn't get behind the look. I also wasn't loving the construction that we see on the skirt. It just felt far too bogus and oversized, and it just looked a bit funny to me. I also just think that they should have styled this top with like something else, because this matching skirt, it just felt a little hard to look at them together. Overall, this look just felt a bit too inadequate, so it has to be a chop for me. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I share with you guys my top 10 worst dressed celebrities at Milan Fashion Week 2025. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I surely will be catching you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.